What's up, Scorpio? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tawny Michelle, and basically I'm just another spiritual ass bitch here on the internet. And I do tarot and astrology and all kinds of other cool videos. So if that interests you, make sure you subscribe down below. Welcome to your April 2020 tarot and astrology reading, where I combine tarot and astrology to give you what your month could possibly look like. Do keep in mind that this may play out differently depending on your own personal birth chart. This is a general reading, so I cannot guarantee everything. You may relate to some messages, but not all. And I also suggest coming back at the end of the month to see if it all ended up resonated, since I am making predictions in this video, okay? So your reading is really freaking interesting, Scorpio. I was not really expecting this. I mean, I was expecting some of it, but not all of it. It threw me off a little bit there. So I've already drawn your cards, so I can save you the hassle of sitting here watching me shuffle forever. And let's go ahead and get into it. This can resonate if you're a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, so keep that in mind. Okay, so there's a lot going on, Scorpio. So astrologically speaking, you have a huge focus now that just recently shifted into your life sector of family, your family dynamics, your home environment, your home, where you live, how you live, your lifestyle of your home and where you live and when you're at home, any family that you live with, any living arrangements, things of that nature. So there's this huge focus on family now, okay? And also, because if you're a Scorpio rising, you would have Aquarius in your 4th house, and then if you're a Scorpio sun, Aquarius is 4 signs from your sun. This also gives a sense of kind of someone that likely likes to rebel against their family or their family roots, okay? So maybe you grew up and your family was really different somehow, or and this could even, another thing that's kind of coming to me is you guys could be people that are really into like starseeds and all that shit. Maybe not, but some of you could be with that Aquarian 4th house vibe. But you've just always felt different, okay? Your family may have always felt different. You may have always felt like maybe you didn't even belong in your family, or there was just a level of detachment there, a level of distance there somehow. So Saturn and Mars are here in this sector, putting your focus there and making you work a little harder there. Making you really kind of also teaching you lessons there, okay? So to get to your cards before we move on to the rest of the astrology, so the first 2 cards that jumped out were the 2 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. So Scorpio, and let me just say this real quick before I forget. While I was connecting to your energy, I was getting a level of, it was fear, but it was in the disguise of anger, okay? It was in the disguise of anger and resentment and frustration. So I kind of feel like there could be someone in your life, either currently or in the month of April, that you are feeling a little bit on edge with, okay? That is really making you tense and edgy and a little bit weirded out, okay? But like I said, it kind of felt like fear, but it was manifesting as anger. So I would really look into that. Like if there's something that you're scared of, and I know you're Scorpio, you're gonna say, bitch, I ain't scared of nothing. I'm a freaking Scorpio. No, actually Scorpios are pretty freaking scared, okay? Because they are the water sign that can fight back, right? Because they have claws and a stinger, right? Because they're scorpions. They're the water sign that can fight back. So yeah, you bet your ass, if you piss one off, it's gonna fight you back, but it comes from fear. Okay, it still roots to fear, but you guys are better at covering that up and making it look like it's something else even when it isn't, okay? So please keep that in mind. I know it can be hard to admit and it can be hard to accept, but just keep that in mind. So what I see here with this 10 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles, this is just like the epitome of doing too much, having too much on your plate, juggling too much. You know, maybe you're trying to, kind of manage 2 different streams of income or 2 different jobs. And I mean, we're basically on lockdown right now, most of us, right? So this could feel, I mean, and for some of you, this could be a relief from that burden, but still a little bit of stress, right? Or some of you could be working from home or whatever the case may be. And going a little bit stir crazy, and but there's something in your life, even if it's not a job necessarily or income, there's something in your life that has just been a lot for you to take on. It's been a very huge burden, and you feel like you're juggling too much, like so much, and it's been really slowing you down, and it's also been very, very heavy for you. I feel it's been really kind of making you feel like you're not getting anywhere. And that you're alone, okay? There's like a sense of loneliness here as well, I feel. So, moving on from that, we also have the Knight of Swords, the Empress, and the Justice card, which is very interesting here. So there's definitely a sense of social justice here, I feel, for a lot of you. You guys could have a lot of opinions or outlooks, perspectives on what's going on in the world right now, and how we need to change, or how the world should be changing. You guys could be rebelling against some things, or something along those lines. You just feel almost like something is unjust or unfair, possibly. And also, it's very important with justice here that you are looking at all sides of everything, okay? And we are having this Libra new moon in a few days, so I kind of feel like this is what it's talking about for you. And this Libra new moon is happening in the sign right before your Scorpio, so this is going to bring up things from the shadows. This is going to bring up things that are hidden, things going on in your subconscious realm, okay? And I see a lot of that going on here too. There's a lot of subconscious energy here. So you need to make sure that you're looking at all sides of things, because you may think that you're fighting for fairness or equality or justice, whatever the case may be, but it's very important that you always look at the other side, that you always look at the opposite side. That way you don't get too caught up, because like I was telling, who was I telling it to? I think it was Aries. I was telling them in their reading, as an example, Ozark. A lot of us have likely seen Ozark, and even if you haven't, there's tons of shows where this happens, right? Queen of the South, which I love that show, and a lot of other shows that I can't think of right now, but basically it's where the good guys become the bad guys trying to fight the bad guys, right? So if you are getting resentful, if you are feeling like something was taken from you, or I don't know why that just came to me, or like something was removed from you, or you're wanting to blame someone, or you're getting irritated or resentful with someone, it's very, very important. This could even be with the Empress here, a female figure in your life, or even a motherly figure in your life, okay? But if not, it just could be the collective at large, or the world at large, or an institution, or the government with justice here, okay? But there's a sense of like feeling restricted. And you would really think this would be like Aquarius's reading, but it's not, it's your reading. But there's like a sense of rebellion here, a sense of needing to see the other side of something, a sense of feeling resentful, or like you want truth, you want answers, you want justice, and there's like a heavy push for that here. There's also a little bit of blaming here, I feel, as well. So also with justice here, any kind of impulsive actions that you take, or any impulsive words or conversations that you have, are going to have an effect, okay? With justice here, it's cause and effect. Every action has a reaction, okay? There's going to be some kind of consequence with justice here. With justice, it's like weighing out the scales. Each path has a cause and effect. Each path has a consequence, so just keep that in mind. So then the next thing that we have here, the Four of Pentacles, okay? So you could be saving your money, or you could be trying to be very smart and careful with your money right now. Or this could be you kind of holding on to something, you not wanting to budge off something, you being a little bit stubborn even. Now, also, and it can also mean a level of success here, because we also have the Strength card and the Moon card as well. Now, as soon as I saw the Strength and the Moon card, the first thing that came to me was almost like something to do with the public, something to do with being in the public. So sometime this month you could either be maybe like, and like I said, this seems like kind of a social justice thing, and I know that's kind of specific, but some of you guys could be like online in forums or on social media or something, trying to somehow balance something out, or get justice, or to do something in the justice card realm, I feel here, okay? It could just be to help other people. That could be it as well, okay? It doesn't have to necessarily be like rawr, you know, but we do have the Strength card here. So, you know, I think you guys are possibly hung up on something, and like I said, it could be what's happening in the world, or it could just be your own personal situation. It doesn't even have to have anything to do with what's going on in the world. But I feel like you guys are so stuck on something that you're not seeing it clearly with the moon here, okay? I feel like you're so stuck on something that you're not considering options that would actually help the collective. Because moving down, we have the 5 of Cups, we have the 8 of Swords, we have the 7 of Cups, okay? So this is definitely confusion, a lot of confusion, okay? A lot of confusion, feeling as if, you know, you're not sure how you're going to, it's fear, basically. And I think once things kind of settle down, you're going to see that. You're going to be like, oh, because all that's going to be left, like if you start really looking at the other side of things, I think this, you know, full moon in Libra or even the new moon in Taurus later on in the month may bring out some truths for you. It may reflect some behaviors in you, where you kind of see the other side of something, where you kind of see some kind of habits or some kind of behaviors that have been somehow working against you, or where you've been caught up in ego a little bit, and how you're going to kind of look in the mirror and be like, what am I doing? Is this even me? Right? And how you've been listening to the voices in your head instead of actually facing the issue, right? And so you're going to be like, what should I do here with the 7 of Cups? Like, how can I fix this? And really what I'm looking at, I keep getting drawn to this Lamb in the Strength card next to the 4 of Pentacles. It's like fighting on, so this is kind of the scenario I'm getting, and it is detailed, so if it doesn't resonate, that's fine, but this is just an example, okay? So take what resonates, leave the rest. Use it as kind of like a metaphor. So what I'm kind of seeing here is like someone that is really ramped up about what's going on in the world. They're scared, and they don't know how to deal with that fear. So what they do is they're like, well, if so-and-so wouldn't have did this, and if the president wouldn't have did that, or if the government wouldn't have did this, or if we would have acted sooner, or if this person, or if this would have happened, whatever. And then they're online popping off or doing whatever, or doing all these things, saying all these things, because there's a lot of kind of direct communication going on here, possibly even fights, you know, arguments. And so it's like someone that's busy arguing online about why it happened and how it could have been prevented and why so-and-so is a piece of shit. And this could even be in your personal life as well, like with an ex or a family member or what the hell ever, instead of like, oh, okay, like I could actually maybe help instead of fight, right? Like I don't have to fight, right? Like where am I getting with this? What's the point of this? Like maybe I could donate to charities if I have the money. Maybe I could do X and do Y, right? Like something along those lines. And if it's in your personal life, then sit with the fear, feel the fear, look in the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, and really talk to yourself. Like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I doing this? Like, what am I so scared of? Why is this making me react this way? You know what I mean? Because then we also have the High Priestess after the 7 of Cups. So, you know, if there's some confusion and things start getting a little bit dramatic or intense for you mid-month, where you feel like all these things you have all these different things in your head, or you're feeling like, you know, there's a lot of chaos going on in your head, or even a lot of people trying to like feed you stuff, you need to get back to center. You need to trust your intuition. This is telling you to trust your intuition, okay? To trust yourself, to get back to center, get back to who you are, because that is what's going to give you hope, Scorpio, with the star here. And that is what is going to help instead of hinder, okay? Because then, towards the end of your month, we have the Emperor and the Lovers, okay? So this tells me, you know, this helps you be more strategized. This helps you kind of lay the law down, lay the order down, lay your foot down to possibly help other people, or it helps you see a new option, a new path more clear, okay? Now, another thing that was coming to me with this is if this is more personal or if this is a relationship, there could be a sense of needing some kind of strategy or needing some kind of structure in a relationship. And kind of what was coming to me as well is there may be some options that you're considering in your relationships for some of you, okay? There may be, because we are having a new moon in Taurus, we are about to be in Taurus season in a few weeks, which is your opposite sign and is your relationship house. But there's something here in your life where it's like you need to be on your P's and Q's, I feel. You need to be a little bit, not smarter, because you guys are smart, but you need to trust your intuition, okay? Especially when it comes to other people. And you guys are like already suspicious of other people already, Scorpio, so, you know, that may not necessarily, you know, I get it, like you guys are very intuitive. You guys, you know, can basically nail down other people's intentions, but this month that may be a little harder for you for some reason, okay? That may be a little harder for you for some reason because it's kind of like you're not seeing clear with this Libra full moon happening in your 12th house and then, you know, moving into Taurus season and all of that. It's kind of like you're not seeing clear. Just looking at my laptop here at the chart. But yeah, I mean, you may be going through some shifts this month. Everybody is, and it's fine. It's not anything like too crazy or bad I'm seeing here. Yeah, the Magician. A lot of major arcana here, Scorpio. Wow. Yeah. It's coming up with a strategy, using your own skills, your own resources, your own gifts to help you this month, okay? Is what I see here. That's what's going to get you kind of out of this challenging situation, whatever it is. It's very important for you to see the other side. I know it's happening because you care, because we have the Empress here. You have compassion. You really do care. Like, there's such a huge level of compassion and caring here, but it's being directed out of fear instead of using it to direct into something that's helpful, I feel here, okay? And it's important to like have a balance because let's face it, like, yeah, you're a Scorpio, but you're also a water sign. So you feel, okay, and those feelings, especially what's going on in the world right now for water signs, it's probably a lot more difficult, okay, or for people that have heavy water placements in their charts. And so it's really important to figure out how to focus how to focus on the compassion instead of, you know, going the other way or you know, focusing on how to get someone back or how to get revenge or whatever the case may be. It's important to find your own personal truth, your own personal feelings on everything, and, you know, really sit with those feelings instead of letting them control you, if that makes sense, okay? So, anyways, that is what I am seeing for you guys this month, Scorpio. Let me look at your Taurus new moon chart really quick here. Okay, so this Taurus new moon may shake some things up in the relationship department for you. If things were feeling stagnant or something, it's probably going to shake things up or give you a higher perspective, a higher point of view. There could be some kind of unpredictability happening around this time, okay? And yeah, I kind of see some kind of shift happening, some kind of change happening that is possibly going to affect your family life or your home life in some way. You could feel a little bit rebellious against something that your partner wants, and your partner could be feeling a little bit rebellious if you're in a relationship. Now, if you're not in a relationship, this could be the relationship with your family. There could be a little bit of unpredictability with your family relationships right now, okay? And that could be a little bit difficult for you. Now, I do see some of you guys possibly dealing with a family member that you know, may need your help or something, and you may need to be there for them, because with the Emperor and the Magician, I'm kind of getting like a doctor energy here. So there may be some kind of decision or something, but I'm not really getting anything too crazy, so I don't want you guys to worry about it. If something does happen, and you know, because chances are most of us are going to get this damn virus that's going around, and I think that's a huge fear for a lot of people, but just like I said, there's a level of balance that needs to be found. And I know, typical Libra, right? I'm a Libra, in case you didn't know, but there's kind of a level of balance that needs to be found, and I do see you kind of getting all wrapped up in your head, not knowing what to do, and it's important to kind of go within. And when I say that, get into some kind of silence, meditate, truly meditate, have hope, have faith, okay? Because then you're going to be able to come back into the situation stronger, more direct, more focused, ready to roll with a strategy, with a plan that's going to help, okay? So anyways, I love you guys, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below if this ends up resonating. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out right now during these crazy ass times. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next one.